I've been a bit hooked on this channel since I watched some of the stories posted here. I never thought I'd share my story. This is my story. Back in February, I started an affair with a man who had been pursuing me for some time. I should have known better. I'm married and he was already in a long-term relationship. But the way he came on to me, it was intense. He was passionate, jealous, possessive even. He wanted all of my attention. He'd message me constantly, and if I didn't reply right away, he'd get worked up. And I'll admit it, I fell hard. Too fast. I'd been with my husband for 35 years, married for 20. He was my first and only partner. My whole life was built with him. But this man made me feel something I hadn't felt in years. So I started dismantling everything. My marriage, my stability, my identity as a wife, all because I believed in him. He told me he was doing the same, that he was preparing to leave his relationship for me. He promised me a future. I clung to those words even when doubts crept in. But 6 months later, he ended it. Just like that. 1 week, he went from being the man who claimed I was his soulmate to telling me it was over. He said he didn't have the courage, that he couldn't leave because of the kids. And yet, he didn't cut me off completely. He kept stringing me along, messages that gave me hope, words that made me think, maybe he's still planning something. I held on to those crumbs like they meant something, but they didn't. Then, in September, he panicked, not because of me, but because he was afraid I'd expose him. So he confessed everything to his partner first, painting the story in his favor. And after that, he blocked me, everywhere. And just like that, I became the mistake. He told her, and everyone else, that it was nothing, that they're back to normal, like I was nothing more than a bad decision he erased from his life. Meanwhile, I was left in ruins, heartbroken, humiliated, empty. I can't believe someone could treat another person this way. He made me believe I was his soulmate. He swore his relationship was already dead, that he and his partner had nothing left in common. And I, foolishly, believed him. The truth is, I hated what we were doing. I hated the secrecy, the lies. That's why I was always trying to end it. But every time I tried, he'd pull me back in with more promises, more illusions. And in the end, I gave up my marriage, my security, everything I had known for decades, for a man who walked away like I was nothing. I'm so embarrassed, so ashamed that I fell for all of his lies. But maybe telling my story here is the first step toward healing.